Hello, Midtown, and Happy New Year. I'm here to tell you about a new plan that the elders have developed to strengthen our community over the course of this winter and into the spring. So some of this is a response to COVID, as our gatherings have been limited and it's been a little bit more difficult to make some of these things work. But I also think that it's partly to give each of you a new opportunity to develop relationships, start some new ones, strengthen one another, and pray for one another. So here's the plan. What we want to do is have the current community groups that are meeting now take a break from meeting for a while. And we're going to start some new sermon discussion clubs. And those discussion clubs will in many ways be similar to community groups, but in two important ways they'll be different. First of all, we're going to have some of them meet virtually and some that will meet only in person. So the virtual meetings will be designed for those of you who are either quarantining or who would just feel more comfortable meeting virtually, and those that are meeting in person will probably be smaller than your average community group and designed for those of you who are comfortable meeting with a small group of the same people on a regular basis. Secondly, the discussion clubs will center around the sermon. So having listened to the sermon, you'll gather with others who can process it, talk to you about it, think through ways that you can apply it in your lives for that week. Now, you may be wondering, is this really a good time to mix things up? And we think yes, that it is, because we're hoping that what this will do is put as many of us as possible on the same page at the same time and give us a sense of togetherness this winter as we're studying the same thing and processing some of the same material together. Secondly, I do believe that starting at the same time and as kind of a reboot in a way will give those of you who have felt disengaged a chance to sort of jump in, and those of you who are new to the community or new to the church a chance to start when other people are starting together as well. Now, I know some of you may be wondering, what's going to happen to the current community groups? Again, this is only meant to be for a season, for the time that we're in. And we understand that. And of course, some of you may be interested in signing up for the discussion clubs with some of the same people you've been in a community group with, because you've already developed strong relationships. Or you may want to be with the same leader who has been leading your community group and is now going to lead a discussion group. And that's absolutely fine. We want to be as flexible as possible in just giving people new chances to meet in new ways, but we know that some of you will also remain together. So what's next? Well, right now we're communicating with all of the current community group leaders and finalizing the list so that we know who's going to lead the new discussion groups. But as soon as we've gotten that nailed down in the next week or so, we will let you know so that you have a chance to sign up for the group that you'd like to be able to participate in. And then we'll launch these groups starting the week of the 18th. So I do hope that you look at this as an opportunity to find community or strengthen your community at a time when that's been really difficult and when we know that that's been difficult, and learn more about the hope that you have in the gospel through Jesus with other people. And if you have questions about this, send me an email or email Lindsay or one of the other elders and let us know. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to seeing what God might do.